Guys, today we're going to take a look at something that is absolutely insane. It really is. It's the Work Tough Knives Grizzly. So without any further ado, let's turn it around and take a look at it from above.
All right, guys, this is not the typical knife we're going to see on the channel. This is the Work Tough Knives Grizzly, and I absolutely love this thing. This came from SCAB over at Choir Boys Cutlery, and I have done a lot of cutting with this. Can you see? Like, I tore through so much cardboard. Now, this is not your everyday kind of carry knife. It does come with a great Work Tough Knives sheath that is done in Kydex. Now, I carried this yesterday up on the mountain. Well, I'm sorry, 2 days ago, up on the mountain. I'll put a picture of it. I climbed all the way to the top. I beat the crap out of this on a bunch of shrubs and stuff up there. Some really hard, dry desert wood that you would come across, and it did a great job. It doesn't chop real well against the hard, dry stuff, but at any rate, this is the Grizzly. Now, it was designed by Alex at Aurora Borealis Knives, and this thing is great. Now, it does have a brother called the Kodiak, which I have not seen, but so far, really impressed with this. It's done in K329 steel, and it's got a really good overall edge profile. The thing I really dig about this, and I didn't realize it until my buddy pointed it out, this looks like the knife that Billy had from the movie Predator. And I think that's a lot, the big machete buoy that he had. I think a lot of that, that's what definitely brings the appeal. But this thing in hand is superbly comfortable for a large knife. For a chopper, it's got just the balance you want. So much weight forward, and it's hard to get this all in. Now, I didn't take any film. I didn't film anything when I went up on the mountain, because the fact is there's just no place to put a tripod. There's no place really to film. I went by myself, and I was more concerned about watching out for rattlesnakes that might be out on the actual trail sunning themselves. So I didn't get anything filmed, but I definitely beat on this. I also cut up a bunch of really hard oak firewood with this, and it chops really well. That balance, that weight balance on it is great. But the other thing was, when I brought it back, it did have, you can see there's still a small one right there. It did have a couple little chips on it because, you know, out in the woods, you're going to hit up against stuff that might have rocks and dirt and sand in it. And I did slip once or twice and miss and hit something that was not the wood, if you know what I'm saying. So the edge held up really well, but what I was impressed with was how easy it was to resharpen this. And when I say it got sharp, let me show you. It got real sharp. So magazine paper, a lot harder to cut than, say, notebook paper or printer paper. And I only used one stone. I used my 1000 grit ceramic Shapton Pro. So I was really impressed that this steel cut so easily. It was sharpened so easily. This big forward choil on this, if you get up on it, now I did do some of this. I can't remember if I've recorded it, I will put it up, but I did some planing with this where you can get up on this and you can use it like a draw knife and plane. So you get your thumb in here for extra control. You get your finger in here and you get your hand up here on the back and just plane and you know, shave off wood. Worked really well, because for as big and bulky as it is, they did a really good job. That's a wide bevel, but it comes down and it's still able to do some fine cutting tasks, especially if you get back here on the back and you're really just powering into stuff. You can really do some fine tasks like feather sticking and stuff like that and not have to worry about cutting too deep into stuff. So all around, this is a really good outdoor style knife. Now, there's a couple little negative downsides to this that I have to put. Wanted to point this out. Everybody wants a lanyard on something like this. This needs a lanyard. Scott said I can keep this knife. I'm on the fence as to whether I'm going to keep this knife. He said keep it as a gift. He said it's mine. We will see about that, but I'm definitely I am going to put a lanyard of some sorts on this. Maybe something that's removable, because it definitely would be something that you would want a lanyard that you can wrap around your wrist to keep it from flying out of your hand, because it is weighty. It's beefy and it could just absolutely slide out of your hand. So a couple negative things that we have to touch on, but we'll talk about those right after you guys hear from a video sponsor. Guys, did you know that Coffee Brand Coffee has more than just awesome on-demand roasted coffees and flavored coffees. They also have tea, cocoa, cold brew bags, decaf, and they have premium candies that will make your family go nuts. So check them out with the link down below to save 10% on some of the best coffee you're going to find. So before we get into it, I meant to mention that this would, before I get into all the other stuff, this would be a knife. A lot of guys will take a knife like this so that they can have multiple uses for one item. So you don't have to you could use this as a hatchet or a small trail axe. It absolutely would fit that purpose. It would work fine for that. So first and foremost, this has a D-ring style attachment, 4 D-rings. You can put them in different configurations. I tried to make a lanyard. I couldn't get it to work. I tried to make like a harness out of 550 cord, and I didn't get it to work the way I wanted. I couldn't really get it on my back. I actually was going to attach this to my backpack. It didn't work, and it kept slopping around. So I basically just put this in my backpack with my water bottle and stuff. So it could be problematic for carry unless you know exactly how you want to do it. But the nice thing, multiple ways to attach things. You can lash it to your gear, stuff like that. I just was unable to do it yesterday. This is heavy. This is heavy. And if you are wanting something for bushcraft that is going to be something that takes up less weight and you can carry it longer, this is not the knife for you. This thing is heavy. Next thing. It's massive. It is huge. It is, I'm trying to hang on a second. Let me look and see what's the overall length on this. You're looking at an overall length of 15.2 inches. And then back to the weight, just without the sheath, you're looking at just 1.5 pounds. So 24 ounces, I believe. If I get 24 ounces with the sheath, you're looking at 30 ounces. So not a very good weighted knife if it's something you're wanting to shave off weight for your gear. I will say though, the last thing, and I don't know, like I do know that I did do a lot of stuff with this, but I did get some chips on this edge. So I don't know. I've never had K329. We're going to see. It could have been that the edge was already fatigued because, hey, this came from SCAB and we've all seen his videos. So, I mean, the edge might have already had a little bit of metal fatigue and just allowed some chipping. So I'm going to remove this edge again and resharpen it just to remove all of what could have been fatigued steel, work hardened steel. And then we'll see how it does against a whole new bundle of firewood and stuff like that. But absolutely, this is a great knife. This is a beast. And if you're looking for something that you can rely on for a multiple purpose. Like I said, if you want to throw this in your pack so you don't have to carry multiple items, because you could absolutely drive tent posts with the spine of this, with the heel of this. It is just a monster of a knife that I think will hold up to anything you want to do. So with that being said, guys, let's turn this around. We'll do some final thoughts and send you out about your day.
Guys, really, I don't have a day-to-day use case scenario for this knife, but I absolutely love it. It's one of those knives that you're like, oh, I don't know what I need it for, but I fucking want it. Sorry, I gotta beep that out, but it's true. This thing is absolutely incredible. There's gonna be more to come on it. I'm going to do a lot of stuff with it. We'll see how it holds up. Like I said, I want to do that edge test and see if maybe it was just, work hardening does happen in steels with impact. So with that being said, guys, that's it on this one. You saw a sponsor video in that. So, check out my sponsors. Coffee Brand Coffee, Tempered Trail are down there with links that have discounts built into them. Speaking of discounts, coupon code crazysharp, all one word, all lowercase, will save you 40% site-wide at Beyond EDC, 10% at Farron Forge Knife Works, 10% at KATSU Knives, and 10% at Rosecraft Blades. If you're looking for any knives, you can use my affiliate links down below. I have got links to most of the major vendors, as well as an Amazon store. Use those for any shopping you're going to do. Take the Amazon store, pin it to your browser, use it for all your shopping. I have built a community Discord down below. It's open to everyone. It says join the community, go down there, hang out. I'm in there pretty often checking. I don't post all the time, but I'm definitely in there. So if you've got questions, you can reach out to me through there. And I have a membership everything down below. You can find that as well. I do giveaways. I do exclusive content. There's a premium tier sharpening tutorial series and a private Discord where you guys can hang out with a knife trade section, all kinds of stuff. So guys, that's it on this one. I love y'all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.